Yeah, man, Stephen A. of the streets reporting on my boy Stephen A. So Stephen A. say he wants Shannon Sharpe to come to First Take. He expressed his feelings, then he did it in typical pastor fashion, typical, Stephen A., poetical, of course the little beef thing want to hate on me, want me to stay safe. Put this on real quick. But he did it in typical Stephen A. fashion. A sweet soliloquy about Shannon Sharpe coming to First Take. He gave props to Swagoo and Big Perk and Ryan Clark and JJ Redick and everybody that's there. But he say he only wants Shannon Sharpe there once a week. If I'm Shannon Sharpe, I'm like, I'm used to being on 5 days a week. So I need I need a little more cachet. Like, I'm not, Stephen A. Smith. I understand you said what you said about Perk and Ryan Clark and JJ Redick, but Shannon Sharpe is a bigger name than every co-host on there. Shannon Sharpe is if Stephen A. is at 10, Shannon Sharpe is at 8. So I'm letting you know, Stephen A., he gonna have to be on there at least 3 times. You're gonna have to have him on some kind of Max Kellerman type shit. That's the only. I wouldn't like to see Shannon, because I listen to Shannon Sharpe. You gotta keep this in mind, Stephen A. Shannon Sharpe got his followers, got the people that fool with him. I'm used to seeing Shannon Sharpe talk with Skip every day. I don't want to see him have a reduced role. He's bigger than Keyshawn Johnson. He's bigger than Kendrick Perkins. He's bigger than Mad Dog, whatever. He's bigger than that. I looked at it like Stephen A., Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless, and that Nick dude that's on FS1. So it's a tier to all of this. So I understand. It would be nice to see Shannon Sharpe go back and forth with Stephen A. Stephen A. said he wanted him to come over there, but he came over. Stephen A., you got to kind of just relax on the boss talk all the time. Like, I run First Take and I make the decisions. I don't want to talk to nobody 5 days a week. I like if I'm Shannon Sharpe watching that, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling it, but if push, let me go somewhere. Let me go somewhere and make Club Shay Shay a little bigger, and then I'll come over there and do once a week or something. Let me do something as big as, because Ryan Clark got the pivot, so he got something big to where he's not tripping off having a reduced role. But he came in with a reduced role. I don't think Shannon Sharpe. It's not fair for Shannon Sharpe to come in with a reduced role like Michael Irvin I think Shannon Sharpe deserves to be on there every single day. And I ain't saying I can see him doing it for like a year or so, but I feel like if he went to First Take, he'll be taking a step back. That's how I feel personally. That's just me. I would love to see him with Stephen A. I would love to see them go back and forth. I would love that feeling of like a visiting cousin coming over to ESPN chopping it up. I would love that, but I listen to Shannon Sharpe every day. When I get in the car to work, I put on Undisputed, I put on First Take, I go back and forth. I don't want to see Shannon Sharpe every 3 days. He said he want to have Shannon Sharpe on there once a week. I don't want to see Shannon Sharpe once a week. And I don't watch Club Shay Shay like that. I do, but I watch Club Shay Shay the same way I watch all the other podcasts. I watch Club Shay Shay the same way I watch, Soldier the Game Spitter, AK-47, Charleston White, I watch The Odd Couple. I watch Shay Shay like that. I watch First Take and Undisputed like I watch like men watch sports in the morning, whether you on your way to work or whether you at work or whether you some dude at the house not doing nothing, able to watch TV all day. I was watching First Take and Undisputed before the whole internet podcast and all that stuff came around. I was watching Shannon before all that, so I need to see him in that same kind of role. So Stephen A., we understand you, Stephen A. I'm Stephen A. of the streets. We understand all of that. But if you want Shannon Sharpe to come over there, he's going to have a bigger role. I'm going to tag you. Of course, you're not going to see it, but it might get through there like a needle in a haystack. To where you got a good idea. See, Shannon, you got to go in there bargaining. That's a good look for Stephen A. to want you. That's good. That's good. I would much rather you do something like Nick Wright. That's his name, Nick Wright. How Nick Wright got his own show on SF1. Our Marcellus Wiley got his own. No, Marcellus Wiley, he's not on there no more. But I would much rather you, if you're gonna do something like that, do something like Nick Wright. Were you the leader of it? Do something like Stephen A. Were you the leader of it? I just can't see you reducing your role and just being another character on First Take. You know, I like First Take, and even if you went over there, I would watch the one day you over there. But like, nah, that's taking a step backwards. That's taking a step backwards, Shannon. I'm gonna tag you too if you see this. You know, Shannon need his own. He need to be Skip. He need to be Stephen A. He need to be Nick Wright. That's who Shannon. That's where the Shannon deserves to be after 7 years. And he got better. He got better over time. Like Shannon Sharpe is a better analyst than he was when he first started. So it's something to think about. But would it be nice? Yeah. Let him come on there like Max Kellerman. I thought that's what you was doing anyway, Stephen A. I thought you was doing this whole carousel of different people to come up with a permanent guest like Max Kellerman. And I think Shannon Sharpe will be perfect. Yeah, it's a slap and Skip face since you and Skip broke up. And now, you know, it's like, I wonder how Skip feel, because that's a messed up feeling. That's like, you fall out with one dude, then you fall out with another dude, and they become friends, and now you know how it goes. You know, I imagine Skip kind of feel a kind of way, but Skip, you brought this on yourself by trying to have an iron fist and trying to be too outspoken, and I just didn't like the feel of all of that. I didn't like the feel of how you try to check him over the DeMar Hamlin thing, especially when you told him to put his glasses back on and all over the Tom Brady stuff. I wasn't feeling that at all. I knew it was over after that. But Stephen A. of the Streets, which is me, I appreciate you telling Shannon Sharpe you want him to come, reaching out. I really don't. Sometimes people, you gotta understand, some people be catty with their movements. It's like, you could be saying that to put that out there, like, because you know Shannon Sharpe ain't gonna settle for that reduced role, so you putting it out there just in case Shannon Sharpe start wondering about us. I want him to know if he come over here, this is how it's gonna be. You know what I mean?